स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Namaskar to all of you. Welcome to the study of Devi Mahatmyam or Chandi or Durga Saptashati. We will start today's class by chanting the meditation verse on Mahakali, Mahakali Dhyanam. ॐ खड्गं चक्रगदेषु चापपरिघान् शूलं भुशुण्डीं शिरः शङ्खं सन्दधतीं करैस्त्रिनयनाम् सर्वाङ्गभूषावृताम् यां हन्तुं मधुकैटभौ जलजभूस्तुष्टावसुप्ते हरौ नीलाश्मद्युतिमास्य पाददशकाम् सेवे महाकालिकाम्. We were in the first adhyaya, Pratamodhyaya. The verse number was 39, Rajovacha. So in our book it is page number 10. We shall now learn to chant. ॐ राजोवाच राजोवाच भगवंस्त्वाम् अहं प्रष्टुम् भगवंस्त्वाम् अहं प्रष्टुम् इच्छाम्येकं वदस्व तत् इच्छाम्येकं वदस्व तत् दुःखाय यन्मे मनसः दुःखाय यन्मे मनसः स्वचित्तायत्ततां विना स्वचित्तायत्ततां विना मम त्वं गतराज्यस्य मम त्वं गतराज्यस्य राज्याङ्गेष्वखिलेष्वपि राज्याङ्गेष्वखिलेष्वपि जानतोऽपि यथाज्ञस्य जानतोऽपि यथाज्ञस्य किमे तन्मुनिसत्तमा किमे तन्मुनिसत्तमा अयञ्च निकृतः पुत्रैर् अयञ्च निकृतः पुत्रैर् धारैर्भृत्यैस्तथोज्जितः धारैर्भृत्यैस्तथोज्जितः स्वजनेन च स्वजनेन च सन्त्यक्तस्तेषु हार्दि तथाप्यति तेषु हार्दि तथाप्यति एवमेष तथाहञ्च एवमेष तथाहञ्च द्वावप्यत्यन्तदुःखितौ द्वावप्यत्यन्तदुःखितौ दृष्टदोषेऽपि विषये दृष्टदोषेऽपि विषये ममत्वाकृष्टमानसौ ममत्वाकृष्टमानसौ We have learned to chant from the 39th verse to 44th. Rajo Vacha, just the two word, is also taken as a verse. Even in the Havan or Chandi Homa, when we perform the Homa, the fire sacrifice, even Rajo Vacha Swaha. So we add the Samit or the ghee or whatever with this Swaha, with even just Rajo Vacha. It is telling Raja, the king said, that's all. Even that is taken as mantra. So because this Durga Saptashati is so sacred, that's why even that is considered as a mantra. Now, Raja Uvacha, king told. Next it is Bhagavam Tvam Aham Prashtum Ichhamyekam Vadasvatat. The king said, Sir, that is to the Rishi, Sumetha, I wish to ask you one thing. Be pleased to reply to it. Now, the next one is Dukkaya yanme manasaha swachitta yattatam vina. Sir, please, I am asking this question. Please be pleased to reply to it. Without the control of my intellect, my mind is afflicted with sorrow. Though I have lost the kingdom, like an ignorant man, though I know it, I have an attachment to all the paraphernalia of my kingdom. How is this, O best of the sages? And this merchant, the Vaishya, that Samadhi, has been disowned by his own children and wife and servants. They have put him out of the house and forsaken by his own people. Still, he is inordinately affectionate towards them. Thus, both he and I, that is Raja, the king is telling both the Samadhi, the Vaishya and him, both he and I, drawn by attachment towards objects whose defects we do know, but though we are exceedingly unhappy with them, but we cannot give up our attachment to them. How is this happening then, sir? That though we are aware of it, we know this. Why is this delusion? So that is the question they are posing to Sumedha. Please explain, sir. We cannot understand. See, both of them are educated and they know many things of the scriptures and they are cultured. But now that has aggravated the situation much more. If they were ignorant, if they were uneducated, illiterates, that was a different thing. But both of them are very rich and educated, and they know about the scriptures, and they know what is wrong, what is right. In spite of that, why is this confusion? Why are we getting attached to these things? We know what is right, what is wrong. In spite of that, why are we having this attachment? Why is that possessiveness, possession, that attraction towards those things which have gone away from us, and people who have deceived us, thrown us out of the house? Why is it our mind is still kind to them, attracted to them? So this was the confusion. So now you can see the Raja, the king. See, I told you he's educated in Sanskrit. Naturally, kings will be highly educated. They will get a lot of knowledge of the scriptures and other things. And he is addressing the Rishi as Bhagavan, Tvam Aham Prashtum. So while addressing the Rishi, he is addressing him as Bhagavan. So generally we use this term Bhagavan to God. So many of us know that Bhagavan means God. We sing, we use that term. But we do not know what is the meaning of it, how that word has come. So let us have a deep knowledge of this word, Bhagavan. Now, etymologically, Bhagavan, it is a nominative singular of the adjective Bhagavat. What is the literal meaning of Bhagavat or Bhagavan? Fortunate, blessed. So it comes from the word Bhaga, meaning fortune, opulence, wealth, and hence illustrious. So who can that be? Divine, venerable, holy. These are all the meaning from Bhagavan. Bhagavan is related to the root word bhaj, to revere, to adore, and implies someone glorious, illustrious, revered, venerable, divine, holy. That epithet applied to gods, holy men, or respectable personages. The root bhaj also means share with, partake of, a portion. Let us not worry about that. Now, in the Vishnu Purana, one of the scriptures, so Bhagavan is defined as follows. What is the verse in the Vishnu Purana? Utpattim pralayam chaiva bhutanam agatim gatim vetti vidyam avidyancha sa vachyo Bhagavaniti. He who understands the creation of this whole universe and sustenance and dissolution. Utpattim means creation. Pralayam means dissolution of this universe. The appearance and disappearance of the living beings. So many millions and millions and billions of living beings are born and they die, they go away. So, one who knows the secret of it, the appearance and the disappearance of living beings, the wisdom and ignorance. So, one who knows everything about this should be called as Bhagavan. That is the meaning given by Vishnu Purana. Then again, so many other things are there. Now, let me come to Bhagavata, one of the famous scriptures in our Hinduism, Bhagavatam, which gives all the avatars of Lord Vishnu and tells about Lord Krishna, the birth of Lord Krishna, all those things. There, this particular word, Bhagavan, is described as, see, as I told you, the possessor of opulence. So there should be 6 special qualities called Bhaga. Then that possessor of these 6 very special qualities will be called as Bhagavan. That one means one who possesses it. Now Sheelavan, one who possesses character. So like that, one who possesses something is called Van. Bhaga means the 6 special qualities. So what is the scriptures telling about the 6 qualities? In Sanskrit, Aishwaryasya Samagrasya. Aishwarya means wealth, not in an ordinary way. So many people are billionaires, millionaires, but not ordinary. Samagrasya. In total, Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashaha Shriyaha. These are all the different qualities. Virya, Yashaha, Shriyaha, Gnana, Vairagya, Yoho, Chaiva, Sannam, Bhagam, Iti. So these are all called Bhaga, 6 of them. I told you. First one is Aishwarya, Samagra Aishwarya, Samagra Virya, then Yashaha, then Shriyaha, then Gnana, Vairagya. See, 6. Count them. 1, Aishwarya, Virya, Yashaha, Shriyaha, Gnana, Vairagya. 6 qualities in total, in a very big way, not ordinary way. So what is that? What are they in English? How can we understand these things? 6 special qualities. Bhagavan means who possesses these 6 opulences in full. Purna, in infinity, full. What is that? All riches, all the wealth. So what is meant by Virya? Virya means strength, not ordinary strength, all strength. Then what is the next one? Yashaha. Yashaha means fame, influence. Yashaha. Shriyaha. So all strength, all influence, all wisdom. Not only that, all beauty. Then see, these are all so many wonderful qualities, but the last one is very special. What is that special quality? Vairagya, renunciation. See, you should have all these things in high quality, but you should never be attached to them. It is just like telling, you should have the wealth, but you should not be attached to the wealth. You are having money, you cannot be attached to the money. So, see that Vairagya also in fullness, renunciation also in fullness. So, now you have come to know, if anybody has these 6 qualities in infinity, that person is called Bhagavan. If it is a female being, Bhagavati. Vati is feminine. Van means masculine. So, if it is a male god, it is Bhagavan. If that god should have all these qualities. Suppose Indra, Chandra, Vayu, if they don't have all these qualities, no. You can't call them Bhagavan. So, Narayana is called Bhagavan. Shiva is called Bhagavan. So, now, here the Rishi, this Rishi sage is also being called as Bhagavan. So, some places, some great venerable people who have lot of knowledge, Sanskrit or any other this thing, they address them as Bhagavan. How is that? That means you can also attain that stature if you get all these qualities in infinity or in full or in a great way, if you also possess this quality, then you can be also called as Bhagavan. So, know the term Bhagavan means always will be using Bhagavan, Bhagavan in the sense of Lord. We do not know the meaning. So see, now it is used for this Rishi in this Durga Saptashati or Devi Mahatmyam. The Sumedhas Rishi is addressed by the Raja, who is well learned, the king. He himself is the king. But the Rishi is in the forest, in the ashram. He is being addressed. The Raja is not addressed as Bhagavan. He has lot of richness, he has lot of so many things. He has so much of virya. But he is not addressed as Bhagavan. But the Raja himself, the king himself is addressing the Rishi as Bhagavan. So, now you come to know, if anybody attains these great qualities in full opulence or greatness, they can be addressed as Bhagavan. So it's a title. Bhagavan is a title. So now you have come to know when you can also, if you get all these qualities, anybody of you also can be addressed as Bhagavan. So what is that in the Rishi, but not in the Raja, which cannot be had? Why is he called Bhagavan and why the Raja, the emperor, is not called Bhagavan? I'll give you an example. You know the great Vishwamitra? Before he became the great Rishi Vishwamitra, earlier he was a king. His name was Kaushika Maharaja, Kaushik. So his earlier name as a Kshatriya, as a king, he was Kaushika Maharaja. So now once he went to the ashrama after the hunting, or he was very tired, he went to Vasishtha Maharshi's ashrama. In the Vasishtha Maharshi's ashrama, his soldiers in 1,000 numbers and the Raja, when they came, the Rishi and the Rishi Patni, they are in the ashrama, in the forest. They don't have anything. They live a very ordinary life, but they could provide all the special facilities and service to the king. His soldiers were fed and everything was provided. Surprised, how could this, a poor man, the Rishi, living in the forest, provide all these things? I am a king, I am in the forest hunting with so many thousands of soldiers and I am tired. Everybody is given this. What has happened? Then he sees this great Rishi had one very divine cow, Kamadenu, or you call whatever, the divine cow was there. So the divine cow, if he would ask, that Rishi would ask, please give us food, give us whatever, milk or water or in anything, fruits, it would simply give. Wish yielding tree, like Kalpataru, this was wish yielding cow, Gomata. So that was producing food in abundance and giving it to the Rishi to be feeding them. Now this fellow, Kaushika Maharaja, became greedy. He told, why should this poor Rishi have this? I'm the king. This should be possessed by me. I should have it. And I'm the king of this land. So I will tell the Rishi, give this cow to me. I will take it. Then he went, he told. Then the Rishi told, I don't have any attachment to that cow. If the cow wants to come, you can take it. I'm a Rishi. I'm always attached to God. If you want, take it. Then the cow refused. No, I can't come to a king. He's a great Rishi. I serve him. I respect him. I may be wish-yielding. I have so much of powers. But I don't want to be at the service of you king, greedy king. I will be only in the service of the great Rishi. Then he got angry. He told the soldiers, bind it and take it. Then it was crying. The cow was crying. It was pulling. Then it was asking permission from the Rishi. I don't want to go. It's up to you. Then it started producing soldiers and army, that ammunitions and other thing. This Kaushika Maharaja with all his thousands of soldiers were badly defeated. The cow bought out thousands of more strong soldiers and weapons and other things from its own self. And this Kaushika Maharaja was defeated. All the soldiers were destroyed. Then he was upset. What is this? So how could this happen? So what is the use of these things? So he went and did lot of austerities to get all the weapons to defeat this rishi and this cow. So he did thousands of years of tapasya to Lord Shiva. When Shiva came, instead of asking for something higher, see, it was out of revenge. It was out of anger, not out of love for God of Shiva. He asked, I want weapons, all varieties, Brahmastra, Dasatra, nuclear, all that, everything I want. Shiva gave him, okay, get all. Then he was so happy, he came and he started putting all that weapons on the ashram. He killed so many of this thing. Then Vasishtha Maharshi was not there. He killed so many hundreds of, all the children of Vasishtha were killed by Vishwamitra. He was not at Vishwamitra, he was just Kaushika Maharaja. He used all these weapons to kill all of them. He was so angry on this rishi. See, anger, jealousy, greed, hatred. Now, the rishi came, Vasishtha Maharshi. When he was pouring in all the weapons, the highest weapons on the rishi's ashrama, he just held his danda. The rishi will have, you may be seeing, with Shiva also, or the rishis, they'll be sitting with their hands japamala and doing japa. So there'll be one resting wooden thing. The rishis will keep their hand so that the thing will be resting at the level of the heart. The japamala should not go down. It should be, see, you see, we are also doing the japa, keeping at the hand like this. So to keep that, they have a stand. That is called danda, rishi danda, a wooden stand. So they keep their hand. So the rishi had so much of power accumulated in that because of so many years of tapasya, the Vasishtha Maharshi. When all the missiles he had earned from Lord Shiva, he put on the rishi. Just he raised his danda. It simply absorbed everything. Simply it was absorbed. Nothing, all the years of tapasya gone to a waste. Then he makes a statement, Kaushika Maharaj. What is that? Dhik kshatriya balam. Dhik means, see, victory is jaya. Opposite of this, dhikkara. I cannot translate it into English. You can see the dictionary. The opposite of victory, not defeat. Dhikkara. Suppose somebody is, they are doing strike and other things they want to call, they will tell dhikkara. Dhikkara means opposite of jaikar. Opposite of jaikar, dhikkar. So these weapons and other things, Kshatra Bala, the power of the Kshatriyas, Kshatra Bala, all these arms, weapons, let there be dhikkara to it, useless. Then what is the real Bala? Brahma Balam hi Balo Balam. Spiritual energy is the highest. So I'm going to attain that spirituality. Then he wanted to become the Brahmarshi. So he went and did so much of tapasya for thousands and thousands of years. If you read the life of Vishwamitra, then that, what is that? Gayatri mantra. It's not Gayatri mantra, it is Gayatri meter, Savitri mantra. So he discovered it. It appeared in the golden letters. That's what you repeat. Purpusvaha, all that mantra. So he discovered it. So he became Vishwamitra after that. Earlier he was Raja with all the greed and everything. So you see, what is that this Raja with all his powers and tapasya, he couldn't defeat one ordinary rishi. What is the speciality he had? Vairagya, renunciation. See, that is also, if you want to become Bhagavan, should have that quality to renunciation. Should not be attached to anything. Yes, you may be having all these things. The Lord Narayana or Vishnu or Shiva, they don't even care for all these things. Ramakrishna, did you see why is Ramakrishna called Bhagavan Ramakrishna? Gold, he was not caring at all. Powers came to him, Anima, Lagimas, he was not interested in them at all. Nothing, no rich. Vairagya, renunciation. So he had all the powers, he could use them. He didn't use. So that's why Ramakrishna is called Bhagavan Rava Krishna. Why? He had all the powers in opulence. So you come to know the meaning of Bhagavan. And Raja is not called Bhagavan. Rishi is called because what that Raja didn't have was Vairagya, knowledge. See, they had that attachment to his own people and that kingdom. But the Rishi doesn't have that attachment, renunciation. So all these qualities. So remember, 6 these qualities in fullness if you have, then he's called Bhagavan. Everybody, you cannot use that term. If they have all these qualities, Ramakrishna is used as Bhagavan. Everybody, you can't use that term Bhagavan. So this Krishna, it's used. Bhagavan Ramachandra, Bhagavan Krishna. Like that they can use Bhagavan Narayana, Bhagavan Shiva. Bhagavati means Divine Mother, this feminine. So we have come to know about that. Now we will go to see the next portion of that, the meaning, because it's very, very important. I took more time. In many other places too, you will come to know about Bhagavan. Okay. Now, here, Rajovacha, Bhagavan Tvamaham Prashtum Ichchami Ekam Vadasva Tat. Bhagavan, O Bhagavan. So he gave the meaning just now. The Raja is addressing the Rishi, Bhagavan. Tvam, to you. Aham, Ekam, Prashtum Ichchami. I want to ask you a question. I wish to ask you a question. Vadasva Tat. Please answer that question I'm asking. Please answer to that. O Bhagavan, that is Rishi, Subedasa. I wish to ask you a question. Please respond to that. That is the meaning of that verse, first verse there. Then, Dukkaya Yanme Manasaha. Now he is asking the question to the Rishi. Dukkaya Yanme Manasaha Swachittayattatam Vina. Now, what is the meaning of that me manasaha? How to differentiate the wordings different? Me manasaha, my mind. Dukkaya yat, which is sad. Swachittayattatam vina, is without control. I cannot control it. My mind, it's my mind. I cannot control my mind itself. I am the owner of the mind. My mind, which is sad, is not under my control. See, he is the king, he is the emperor. He controlled the whole kingdom. He was the emperor. But what is the use? He cannot control his own mind. So likewise, you may be controlling so many people. What is the use if you cannot control your own mind? That is the question he is asking. Oh Lord, oh Bhagavan, Rishi, may manasaha, my mind, it is very sad, I cannot control it. It is without control by me. My mind which is sad is not under my control. So now, before going to the next verse, we have to understand what this mind is. So in our yoga, Raj Yoga, you know that in our scriptures, especially we have one special book, it's called Raja Yoga. Patanjali Maharshi has written all the sutras or the verses in that. So, what is that speciality? Swami Vivekananda calls it as Hindu psychology. When somebody, some Western person, when Swamiji used this term Hindu psychology, asked him, where was psychology? Where have your rishis and munis discovered psychology? It was discovered by our people, Western people. Then Swamiji taunts him, when these great things were discovered, the psychology, Hindu psychology, Raj Yoga, you people, the Europeans, were like tribals living on the trees, eating vermins, painting your face blue. You didn't have even civilization. At that time we had such great civilization in India. So this is Hindu psychology. And how to differentiate between this psychology, The present psychology of Jung, Freud, and other people, the Germans, whatever that you see, is discussing about the diseased mind. You tell something to the psychiatrist or the psychologist, they will tell something and put a new disease to you. It may be something very simple. They will make it a disease. Everything they will make it a disease. So likewise, this is the study of the diseased mind, uncontrolled mind, ordinary mind. What is our Raja Yoga? It's the study of super mind. The powers of the mind, the positive attributes of the mind, super mind. That is Raja Yoga, that is psychology. So here in Raja Yoga, it is described mind has different parts. What are they? Now, first part of the mind is Chitta. What is Chitta? The mind stuff, the material with which the mind is made out of. Everything in this world or universe is made out of matter. So the mind is also matter. Can you believe? Our mind, your mind is matter. It's a matter, but it may be very subtle matter. That's all. And how is this mind produced? Your mind? By your food you eat. Ahara shuddhau sattva shuddhihi. If you eat everything like dog and like pigs and other things, your mind also will be behaving like dogs and big pigs and buffalo. So if you give good food, sattvic food, then it will also behave in a sattvic way. Go to all the hotels, go to all the junk food, go to all the Domino's pizza, the Pepsi, then these things, your mind also will behave like that. Eat sattvic food, cooked by your mother or sister or your wife, or good in a good way, thinking of God, then you will get sattvic mind. So ahara shuddhau sattva shuddhihi. So that is to be taught to our children. We don't, first of all, we will not learn. Where will we give it to the children? So matter is called, the matter with which our mind is prepared is called Chitta. Chitta is material, mind, stuff, the stuff with which the mind is made up of. Then what is the other aspect of the mind? Manas. What is meant by manas? So that aspect of the mind which is always curious, always asking questions, always creating doubt, chanchala, restless. It will not simply keep quiet, creating so many things. That is called manas. So what is the definition in Sanskrit? Samshayatmika manas. Samshaya means doubt. Always how, why, where, what. Always your mind will be asking, so creating trouble. So that samshayatmika manas. Manas means that aspect of the mind which will be always restless. And there is another higher aspect, subtler aspect of the mind. What is that? Nishchayatmika buddhihi. What is nishchayatmika? It takes decision, decisive factor. It will tell, idam, itham, this is the correct thing, this is the wrong thing, don't do that. Your intellect tells that. That aspect, decisive aspect of your mind is called buddhi. Intellect. That is what you are praying to in the Gayatri Mantra. Dhi yo yo naha prachodayat. Dhi buddhi dhi. See, that is the higher intellect. So in intellect also there are variety. What is that? Bad intellect and good intellect. So bad people also will have lot of intellect, but they use it for bad ways. It is called durbuddhi. Like just like Duryodhana, Dushasana, durbuddhi, bad intellect. Use it for bad ways. So these are all the different aspect of mind. See, what was the question asked by this person? He was asking the Guru, see, I know, I have studied, I know, I have the knowledge of the scriptures. I'm intelligent person, worldly, wise, worldly intelligent. I could win so many wars and other things, but why is my mind like an unintelligent fellow getting attached and going to those things, though I have lost everything? Even this businessman Vaishya also is behaving like that. Why is it? We know what is wrong, what is right, but still our mind is confused. Why? Deluded. Why is it? That was the question. Do you remember? Duryodhana was approached by Lord Krishna to stop war. Let there be no war. So he wanted peace. So Lord Krishna went as an ambassador to Duryodhana. Please do not cause this. Many people will die. So stop war. So what is the remedy? Give. What is, because it belongs to Pandavas. So give the kingdom to Pandava. Told, no, I'm not going to. Yeah, they have to get it by war only. Okay. I will tell them, convince them, at least give half the kingdom. You keep. Nothing doing, I'm not going to give anything. They have to get it by war. Ego, full of ego. He was the epitome of ego, Duryodhana. Ati manat Duryodhana. Duryodhana died because of his ego, super ego. And how did Ravana die? Ati kamat Ravana. Kama means lust, bodily pleasures. Lust, kama. Ati kamat Ravana. Ravana died because of lust, intense lust. How did Duryodhana die? Ati manat. Pride, ego. Because of that, Duryodhana lost his life. Krishna himself, the Bhagavan himself is asking, half the kingdom is refusing. And Krishna, okay. Krishna told, okay, I will convince the Pandavas, because Pandavas are obedient. They will hear my words of advice. So I will convince them. Give them only 5 villages for 5 Pandavas. That's all. You keep the whole kingdom. I don't want whole of India or whole of the kingdom which is there. Give them only 5 villages. That's all. What was the reply of Duryodhana to Lord Krishna? Krishna wanted to stop war. So he told, I will not give land worth of a tip of a pin. You know, you have seen ballpoint pin or hairpin or whatever pin, smallest pin, sharp edge. So what will be the mass of land on a sharp edge of the pin? Negligible. So I will not give land, my land worth even the tip of, let alone 5 villages. That was the audacity of Duryodhana to tell to Lord Krishna. So then when Krishna asked him, why are you behaving like this? Don't you know righteousness? Because he was a king. He knows what is righteousness. He has studied. He studied all the scriptures, everything. Why are you? He was also trained by Dronacharya like Pandavas. Everything, education they have got trained by Bhishmacharya. All the great elders are there. Why are you behaving like that? You know what was the reply of Duryodhana? He tells, Janamyaham dharmam. I know what is righteousness. Nachame pravrittihi. I don't want to follow it. Janam yadharmam. I know what is unrighteousness, what is bad. Nachame nivrittihi. I don't want to give it up. Can you imagine? He's telling, I know what is righteousness. I know what is good. But I don't want to do it, perform it. Janam yadharmam. I know what is adharma. I know what is unrighteousness. I know what is wrong. Then I don't want to give it up. See? Now, put yourself into the position of Duryodhana. Is it not the same thing with us? We know what is right. We know what is wrong. Our mind will be telling us this is wrong. Please do not do it. We will go and do the same thing. Are we not like Duryodhana? Same thing as Duryodhana, isn't it? So the same thing here. You can see in a different way. The Raja and Samadhi are getting it. But when we have to turn always to ourselves. Yes, when we are studying this, how is this useful to us, to our life, is very important. What can the lesson taken from this, that is very important. Now, these people are asking the question, the problem, and how the Rishi answers. How is it useful, relevant to my life? That is very, very important here while we are studying all these things. So, Manas, you came to know Manas. So, mind has this part, Chitta, mind stuff, the material. Then, Samshayatmika Manas, the aspect of mind which will be always doubting, creating problems, restlessness, everything, that is called Manas. Nishchayatmika Buddhi, definitive faculty, which gives you the right understanding, that is Buddhi. So, now the next aspect is ego, that is not given here in the Manas, that when there is the closeness of the mind with the Atman. Atman is above these things. Our Atman, your true nature, God, is not in any way connected to this. The closeness of Atman, your Atman which is within you, proximity of that mind gives out something unreal which looks as if it is real. That is ego. That is your ahankar. That ego is that one, the proximity. How? See, I have given the example prism. Let us imagine you have a prism. It is colorless, don't have any other qualities. So now you keep a red hibiscus near it. When you keep the red hibiscus near the prism, it looks as if it is red. You keep something blue near the prism, it looks as if it is blue, though it is not that quality. Likewise, our Atman, the God who is within us, doesn't have any of these good or bad qualities. But by the proximity of our mind, it looks as if it has got these qualities. So now you can see your Atman is not touched by any of this thing. That is your true nature. Because of the proximity of these bad habits, bad character, ego, you get a thing called ego. You identify with that. So that is a different aspect of the mind. Let us not worry about it. Why did I tell you? Here the Raja is telling, my mind is not under control. My intellect is not performing. So you should understand the difference between mind, intellect and all the things. So now, you know why they do the Rath Yatra? The chariot and other things. Here also they do, the ISKCON people will do the Rath Yatra. In Puri Jagannath also Rath Yatra. In India, if you go to any of the old temples, there will be Rath Yatra. Ratha. Any temple of any god or goddess. What is that indication? It is you. You own this thing. So there, chariot, the horses, the 5 horses or the 5 senses, or it may be 10. Gnanendriya and Karmendriya, 10 horses. So the chariot, the horses are the Indriya, your senses. And whom should you give the control? The intellect should be given to the Lord, the Atman. Just like Arjuna gave the reins to Lord Krishna. Then your chariot will not get accidents, it will move in the right direction. The buddhi should be held by the Lord. That is the indication of Rath Yatra. So now we can, because that mind and intellect and other things came, I just explained about it a little more. And Bhagavan, we have learnt about Bhagavan, the mind and other things. Now going forward, Mamatvam Gatarajyasya Rajyangeshva Akhileshvapi Janatopi Yathagnasya Kimetan Munisattama. Munisattama, is addressing. It is the way you address somebody. Hey, sir, oh Lord. Just like the lawyers will address the judge as, what is that? Your Honor, my Lord. When the people are addressing the Queen or somebody, Your Excellency, Your Highness, like that. This is addressing. The Raja is addressing, O Muni Sattama. What is Muni? Sattama means superlative degree. The best among the sages. Muni Sattama. Kimetat. Mamatvam. Why is this sense of belonging, attachment, possessiveness? Why am I having it? I don't want it, but I'm having it. What is this? I can't understand. Gatarajyasya. I'm stripped of the kingdom. Still I am attached to the kingdom. They have deceived me, my ministers and the people, the subject. Gatarajyasya, stripped of the kingdom. Rajyangesh vakileshvapi. All of my royal paraphernalia, I am thinking about my elephant, I am thinking about my throne. Why am I attached to all these things? I have lost it. Janannopi, even though I am aware, I know this is wrong. Janannopi, even though I am aware, yet yathagnasya, as if I am an ignorant person. I am not ignorant, I know everything. What is right? Still, like an ignorant person, I am attached to this. See, is this not the same thing of our mind? Is it not a replica in a different way of our own mind? Same thing. Best among the sages. Why do I have this sense of ownership or attachment even though I know that I have lost my kingdom and my assets, yet I behave as if I am unaware of this reality? See here, that word, ownership came. Do you remember in Bhagavad Gita we were discussing in the second chapter, sense of agency. Atman doesn't, it's not the doya, kartrutva, bhoktrutva, we explained, you will forget it, whatever it might be. I have to link all these things so that again and again when I tell you will get connected. So kartrutva, bhoktrutva, I am the doer, I am the enjoyer. There is sense of agency. That is called. So here, why am I getting that? He is asking, why is that sense of agency, ownership? Why am I getting this? So Ramana Maharshi very nicely explains one family, man, husband, full of worries and other things. He's taking his wife, children, everybody in the train. You don't travel in the train here, so you will not get that idea. In India, because every poor man travels in the train, everybody, even middle class, rich people, because the cheapest mode of transportation. Very cheap, but very good also, comfortable. So now this man went to travel in the train. Wife, children, everybody are there. He put them on the seat and all his luggage of this wife, of the children, the suitcase, the trunk, the bag, everything, he's keeping on the head, he's keeping one on the shoulder, he's keeping in the bag and sitting. He's standing there at the train, not sitting down. Then somebody asked him, why are you standing with the luggage on your head? Please keep down, put them there and come and sit down or lie down on the chair. No. I don't want to burden the train. The train should not be burdened. Why? See, that board is written, less luggage, more comfort makes the journey a happy journey. The board will be in the train. We used to read that in the train. Less luggage, more comfort. So I have a lot of luggage. I don't want to burden the train. The train will be burdened. So at least let me carry my own luggage, my children, my wife and other things. Their luggage, I don't want to burden the train. I'm carrying it. He's carrying everything and standing in the train is moving. That person told, Arey, your luggage and your weight, your wife, your children, and all the passengers, 1,000 passengers, all the weight is carried by this train. Why are you burdening yourself? Keep all that on the train and lie down and enjoy You are also, all of us are doing the same thing. Oh, I have this, oh, I have to do there, I have to look after the people. Without me, they will not survive. Hare, everybody is looked after by God. He is the one who is taking this whole train, bogie. You think you are doing. That is ownership, sense of agency. And you die and die and die out of worry and stress and anxiety. Your weight, your wife, your husband, your children, everybody's weight the Lord is carrying. And you are unnecessarily, you laughed at that person who is having the luggage, isn't it? Foolishly is carrying his luggage in the train. What are we doing? Same thing. Oh, my wife can't survive without me. Oh, my husband will die if I don't look after him. My children will be gone. Your whole, this universe is carried by the Lord. Rest, surrender to the Lord and give Him all the thing and rest nicely in peace. That is what Ramana Maharshi tells here. So he is telling the same thing. I can't understand why I am attached to all these things. See that sense of ownership. Sense of ownership. That is agency, sense of agency. Without me nothing happens. This world, some people I see, they will come. Oh, if this happens, if that person comes, I will resign from this position. I will not come to ashram. I will not do the work. Some people come and do that emotional blackmails. They will do that. Then I'll be laughing. Arey, even without you, without me, even without me, this ashram can run nicely, more nicely. Maybe because of my ego and foolishness, there may be some hamper or disturbance in the running of the ashram. The Lord can run this ashram in a better way without me. So I don't want to tell without you because they may be hurt. I will tell without me. If they understand, well and good. If they will not understand. So much of ego. I will resign. I will go away. Accept my resignation. For personal reasons, I am going to resign. Arey, without you, without anybody, Swami Vivekananda used to tell, Ramakrishna, the master, can produce with one foot dust of feet of Ramakrishna, he can produce thousands of Vivekananda like me. Imagine. Ramakrishna, these are the words of the great world conqueror Vivekananda is telling. With 1 foot dust of Sri Ramakrishna, we can produce thousands and thousands of Vivekananda. And what about us? Where are we? Vivekanandas can be produced. Does he need us? We need him. We should surrender. We should be instruments. We need the Lord. The Lord doesn't need us. And we are so egoistic. Without me, the ashram cannot perform. I. And finally we collapse. So that is what, see, the same thing it is. Though they are telling, we have to now connect. Where am I? What am I? What is the size of my ego? What is that sense of agency? How much am I worrying and stressed because of all these things? So, O best among the sages, Muni Sattama. Why do I have this sense of ownership even though I know that I have lost my kingdom and my assets, yet I behave as if I am unaware of this reality. I know everything, but I don't know why am I deluded. So here, one more word is used. So we have to understand what is this word. What is that? Muni. So we sum up everything, Muni, Rishi, all that thing together. They are all different terms. There is some meaning to that. So here, Muni, the word has been used. What is that Sanskrit word Muni? So it comes from word Mauna, silent. Silent means you will keep silent, but in your mind all the thoughts will be running. That is not Muni. Silence is not that one. So you will be keeping quiet, that's all. But your mind will be thinking of so many things. That is not Mauna. Just like Master used to tell. Once he went to the Brahma Samaj of then period there. He saw that priest was conducting the sermon. After all that bhajans, just like here in our this thing, we will ask them to meditate. Sit straight and we will meditate for a second or 2 minutes like that. They announced it, I will be laughing. So they too announced for meditation. They were all sitting straight like this. And after that, our head of that Brahma Samaj at that time, he asked Ramakrishna, Master, so how did you like their meditation? How was the meditation of these Brahma Samaj members? All are full sitting with great pose there. Master told, I remember the monkeys of Dakshineshwar and I see them meditating. How? What is that connection between the monkeys of Dakshineshwar and their meditation? See, the monkeys will be sitting on the tree there in the Panchavati or the Dakshineshwar, all sitting there, putting their tail down and closing their eyes as if they are great meditating on Ramachandra or something. It looks. But in the mind, the monkey will be thinking, in which tree, what fruit is there, where can I steal, which shop has item, which door is open, where can I go and steal that food, that sweet, where can I rob something? So it will be meditating. So like these, your Brahma Samaj people, all worldly thoughts inside their mind, they're closing their eyes and posing as if the great meditation, but inside so many worldly thoughts are going on and on. The same thing with us. So I remember the monkeys of Dakshineshwar tells Ramakrishna about them. So that is not Mauna. Muni means something higher. It is a term of type of ancient Indian sages and hermits, ancient Indian ascetics. Sages of this type are said to know the truth of the existence, not on the basis of scientific or religious text, just by reading, but through their own realization. They are called Muni. What is the term for Muni? Mananat Munihi. Mananat Munihi. Those who reflect on the truth they have learned. They are Muni. Thinking on the truths they have read or examined or heard by their gurus. If you do the manana, cogitation, they are called Muni. So that is the difference. Rishi means seers, mantra drashtara. Those who have out of tapasya discovered many truths. Mantra, all that thing are called Rishi. So everybody be called as a Muni. Everybody cannot be called as a Rishi. There is a term. Why was Master called as Paramahamsa or Hamsa? There is some other term. So that some meaning is there in that. So we should know what is this Muni. So Mananath Muni. Muni may also refer to hermit, who someone who is naturally attracted to the life of spiritual desire and has no longing for money, home, family or status in the context of yoga. So many other things are there for precise and crisp meaning. Mananath Munihi. One who reflects on the truth of the reality, that is Muni. Mananath Munihi. Mauna, silence, that is Muni. So we have learnt the Muni, the term Muni. Then he is a superlative, the best among the Munis. Then he addressed him as Bhagavan. See, because of that we could know what is Bhagavan today. We never knew what Bhagavan means. We used to think it is God. No, it is some position where if you have all these good qualities in big number or in large quantity, it is called fullness. It is Bhagavan, 6 qualities. So now we will study this a little more and finish for today. What is that? Ayam cha nikritaha putrair darair bhrutyais tatojhitaha svajanena cha santyaksteshu hardi tatapyati. Ayam cha, and this person, nikritaha, censured, ujjitaha, abandoned. So earlier Raja was telling about himself. Now he is talking on behalf of the Vaishya, the businessman. Even this fellow also, this person who is sitting here with me, Samadhi, the Vaishya, the businessman, Samadhi, Ayamcha, and this person, Nikritaha, censured, Ujjitaha, abandoned, Putrair, Darair, Bhrutyaihi, by his own sons, his own wives, his own attendants, Tata, Svajanena cha Santyaktaha, and abandoned thus by his own people. Tathapi, in spite of it, ati harditeshu, is extremely fond of them. Yet they have beaten him and put him out of the house, deceived him, robbed him of all his property, put him on the streets. Yet he can't give up his attachment to them. Ridiculed and deserted by his own son and wives and attendants, this man, Samadhi, so abandoned by his fox, is still extremely affectionate towards them. Why is it? Even me, the Raja, I'm having the same problem. This person is also having the same problem. Evamesha tataham cha dvapatyanta dukkitau drishta doshopi vishaye mamatva krishta manasau. Evamesha tataham cha. As it is for him, whatever that condition of his mind, it is for him, so too for me also. Drishtadoshopi vishaye, in spite of seeing faults, we know that is wrong, that is drawback in the matter. Dvavapi, both of us, mamatva krishtamanaso, have a mind drawn to them, the sense of possession and attachment. Atyanta dukkito, and because of that, we are extremely sad. We know very well that is wrong, but yet we are attracted to that, and we are in extreme possession and attachment, and we are extremely sad. As it is for him, Samadhi, so it is for me too. Raja is telling. Both he and I see the flaws, the mistake in objects and people, yet we have minds that are drawn to them with a sense of possessiveness. This in turn makes me very sad. The king is telling, pouring out his sorrow to the rishi. Then, tat kimetan mahabhaga, O great sage, then why is it like this? Yan moham gnaninorapi manastasya cha bhavatyesha vivekandhasya mudata. Mahabhaga, O great sage, great man, yet moha, this illusion, infatuation, delusion, gnaninorapi, even of the learned people who know very well, gnanis, they are great learned, but we are deluded. Vivekandasya mudata esha, this foolishness, like ignorant people, even though we are learned people. Mamasya cha bhavati, mamasya cha bhavati, happening to him and me. Tat kim etat, why is that so? O great sage, O great man, Mahabhagaha. So that is, we use this Mahabhaga, that term Maharaja, that term we use here, Maharaj, addressing the Swamis or Brahmacharis or some people who are priests as Maharaj. See, that is in Sanskrit, Mahabhagaha, Maharaj, or all that respectable term. So why are they called Maharaja, great king means? That's the reason you can see here. Sage is also addressed as Mahabhagaha, O great man. This delusion and the foolishness of the ignorant are dawning upon the intelligent ones as well. People who have a lot of intelligence are also deluded. Why is it? Why is this happening to us? So, we will stop our study here and continue in the next class. Once, one of our Swamijis, I think most revered, Ranganathanandaji Maharaj, or some other great Swamijis told us, in Chennai, olden days, there was one great Pandit who was coming to the ashram to teach Vedanta. All this Upanishad and everything in that, it is told, we are Brahman, we are the Atman. So he used to teach the sannyasins, they have given up everything. This Pandit is a householder. He is teaching the Swamis and the Brahmacharis, you have to give up everything. You have to think you are Atman, you are the Parabrahman. The householder is teaching the sannyasins. They are all hearing nicely with great faith. One day what happened? His grown-up child, the girl who had come to the age of 20 or 25, she passed away. And he used to be, if there is any problem, he used to tell, why are you crying? You are the Atman, you are the Parabrahman. But when his own daughter died, he was crying. Hare, you are Atman. Throw away that Atman from Brahman. My daughter has died. Gone. delusion. No Brahman, no Atman. That is all. He was the best Pandit, but he couldn't put it into practice in his own life. So, see here he is telling, we are all intelligent, we have so much of knowledge, but we are behaving like ignorant people. That is what the Raja is telling. Now, the Muni will tell, yes, this is the play of Mahamaya. That is all. The next he is going to explain. We will see that in the next class. Now we can play one of the Brahmadi Stuti. The Devatas are making glory, singing the glories of Divine Mother, which Master used to tell, Ramakrishna used to tell, if you chant that, you will get the phala, the result of chanting the whole Durga Saptashati. So we will hear that with great devotion. May the Divine Mother remove the delusion and attachment in all of us.
Yeah.